What is success? Is it when we have great wealth, or when we find peace within our soul? Is luck enough to build a life, or do we also need persistent effort? The following stories may partly answer these questions. Story 1. What is success? There was once a man who had failed at everything since childhood. Feeling abandoned by fortune, he thought God was unfair. So, he decided to meet God and ask, "What is success?" On his journey, he crossed rivers and mountains. At a riverbank, he saw an old man fishing and asked, "Sir, what is success?" The old man replied, "Success is when I can catch fish every day, that is success." The young man continued. In the forest, he met a hunter chasing a wounded animal. He asked the same question. The hunter answered, "Success is when I can hunt prey every day, that is success." Finally, after crossing forests and deserts, the young man reached God and asked again, "Lord, what is success?" God gently replied, "Success is life itself. It is experience, sweat, and effort." Young man, don't focus too much on success. Enjoy the journey that leads you there. The young man suddenly understood. He returned home, wrote down all he had seen and heard, and published a book. That very book finally brought him true success. Lesson: many people desire success but fail to reach it, because they don't truly understand life. Only through relentless effort and real action can success be achieved. Story 2. Fixing the king's crown, removing the tiger's thorn. In life, many people rise from a single opportunity. But opportunity doesn't always bring fortune if you don't know how to seize it. Sometimes, it even begins a chain of misfortune. True success in a career requires not just opportunity, but also preparation, skill, perseverance, and the ability to develop one's strengths. Success doesn't arrive by chance, it is built through time and hard work. Laziness and pride can destroy everything you have. Here is a story. A blacksmith made a living by repairing tools for villagers. He was skilled, kind, and affordable, so he had many customers and could support his family. One day, while walking along the road with his tools, he heard the emperor's procession approaching. He quickly knelt down in reverence. The emperor noticed the tools beside him and thought he was a craftsman. Coincidentally, the royal crown was loose because of the bumpy ride. The emperor asked the blacksmith to fix it. The man did it skillfully, and the emperor rewarded him with 100 silver taels. Overjoyed, he rushed home. But on the way, he saw a tiger in pain. It had a huge thorn in its paw. Summoning courage, he removed the thorn. Grateful, the tiger gifted him a deer. Proud of these events, the blacksmith stopped his usual work. Instead, he hung a large sign outside his home, "Expert at repairing the king's crown and removing thorns for tigers." From then on, his business declined, and his family fell into hardship. Lesson: his mistake was building his whole future on lucky chances, rather than consistent hard work. Luck may open a door, but only diligence sustains success. Story 3: The Value of a Stone. A student once asked his teacher, "Master, what is the value of life?" The teacher handed him a stone and said, "Take this to the market, but don't sell it. Just see how much people offer." At the market, people mocked him for trying to sell an ugly stone. After a long day, a street vendor finally offered 1 coin. The student returned and told his teacher. The teacher smiled and said, "Good. Tomorrow, take it to a gold shop. But remember, do not sell it." To his surprise, the gold shop owner valued the stone at 500 coins. Astonished, the student told his teacher. The teacher then said, "Tomorrow, go to an antique shop. Again, don't sell it." At the antique shop, the owner carefully examined it and offered a fortune, an entire estate. The student, stunned, returned to his teacher. The teacher explained, "This stone is in fact a rare ancient gem, worth a lifetime of wealth. Life is like this stone. To some, who cannot recognize its value, it is worthless. To others, who understand, it is priceless. The stone never changes, only people's perception does. So it is with life. Its worth depends on how you see and appreciate it." Lesson: everyone values success and happiness differently. Respect each person's choice, and make your own life meaningful in your own way. Only you can decide the true value of your life. Success is not about the destination. It lies in the journey itself. Every opportunity, every experience, and the way we value ourselves create a life worth cherishing.